Hey, in this video I will make a trading value list for Halloween Part 2 update. And I will not just put every pet into the tiers, but I will explain every pet's value. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's start the pet value list. This is the tier list I'm going to use, and the link for this tier list will be in the description. In this tier list, I will assume all pets I use have 1.5 kg base weight, because you know heavier a pet is, the more value it has. So let's assume all the pets in the tier list have 1.5 kg base weight, and of course no mutations. So with that being said, let's begin the tier list. At the S rank, we have the Kitsune. I mean, Kitsune is S rank for a long time now, and it is the only pet here. But this kinda doesn't mean anything, right? What is the value of the Kitsune though? As usual, I will explain every pet's value using mimic value. What do I mean by that? Let me show you using Kitsune. For example, putting Kitsune on the S rank doesn't mean anything. What is the Kitsune's value? Now let me address that. Kitsune's value is around 25 mimic to 30 mimic. Now I think its value has been risen. I don't know the reason though. People always want to go up. They don't want downgrade, so they are willing to overpay for Kitsune. I really don't think you can get a Kitsune under 25 mimic value. Like, people are overpaying for Kitsune right now. They are giving 2 raccoons and 2 disco bees for just 1 Kitsune. And raccoon is at top of the A tier. What is the raccoon's value? Actually, raccoon's value has risen too. But Kitsune's value has risen a lot more. I think raccoon's value is now 10 mimic to 12 mimic. Like, it was 8 to 10 mimic before. But now I don't think you can get a raccoon with 8 mimic. Like, some people tell it's 8 mimic to 10 mimic. But you are not getting a raccoon with 8 mimic. Unless they are like good size, over 2 kg. And yeah, I saw some people offering 11 mimic for 1 raccoon, so I think its value is now 10 to 12 mimic. And again, if you calculate raccoon as 10 mimic, you need 2 raccoon and disco bee and a net for Kitsune. So Kitsune's value is like 25 mimic to 30 mimic at least. Anyways, that's all about the raccoon and Kitsune. Let's continue with the tier list. I'm gonna put the disco bee now, and I'm gonna put the disco bee on the B tier actually. Because disco bee's value has dropped a little bit, and like, it's worth around 4 mimic now. I think maybe you can get 5 mimic, but it's rare. Disco bee is worth around 4 mimic and a small ad, like maybe 4.5 mimic. And yeah, maybe you can get raccoon with 2 disco bee, but I'm not sure. So I don't think disco bee is A tier. Like, you need at least 2 disco bee for 1 raccoon now. And disco bee is not limited to. You can get a bee egg from the honey merchant, then craft the anti-bee egg, and then hatch it and get some disco bee. So let's move on. The next pet is the fennec fox. I think fennec fox's value is close to the disco bee too. Fennec fox's value is around 4 mimics. And that's all of the B tier. Now let's go to the C tier. At top of the C tier, we have the Headless Horseman. Headless Horseman is now worth around a butterfly, which is like 2 mimic to 2.5 mimic. So I guess I will put butterfly here too. They worth around same 2 mimic to 2.5 mimic. And yeah, some people are still trying to get a disco bee for a Headless Horseman, but its value is 2 mimic and 2.5 mimic now. I don't think you can get a disco bee or a fennec fox with your Headless Horseman unless it's like nightmare mutated or good size. Then I think you can get these two. But same doesn't go for butterfly. Even if you have a good size butterfly, the maximum value you can get is like 2 good size mimic, I believe. I don't think you can get like 3 mimic with 2 kg butterfly. But yeah, if they are like 1.5 kg, their value is around 2 mimic and 2.5 mimic. Next, we have the Spinosaurus. I think Spinosaurus's value is 1.5 mimic now. Maybe you can get 2 small mimics with a big Spinosaurus, but I don't know. I think it's exactly worth 1.5 mimic now. People try to get 2 mimics, but I don't know. I never seen the trade go through. And that's all the C tiers, I believe. Now let's move on to the C tier. Maybe those Spinosaurus's value is like 1.8 mimic. It is like between 1.8 mimic to 1.5 mimic. And actually I have one more pet at the C tier. This will be controversial, but I will put the Brontosaurus here. Now this pet is insane. You can get insane deals with it. If you have like 7 Brontosaurus, maybe you can get a raccoon. There is insane demand for this pet, and it is one of the most useful pets. So it is justified, and its value is only going up. It is now worth around 1.5 mimic and 1.8 mimic. I think maybe you can get a Spinosaurus with just 1 Brontosaurus. Like some people were offering Disco B for my 3 Brontosauruses. So it's definitely worth a lot. And its value is again only going up. So maybe you wanna stack some Brontosauruses now, if you can of course. They are worth a lot now, like 1.5 Mimic. And I think we are done with the C tier. Let's move on to the D tier. At D tier we have the one and only Mimic. Mimic Octopus's value is 1 Mimic. I don't think I have to explain Mimic Octopus's value. But I will say this. Mimic Octopus's value increased too. Like it is very useful with the Headless Horseman. Because you can use the Mimic to copy the Headless Horseman's ability. Like you can copy this ability with the Mimic. But it's a bit laggy. Like the level on the ability doesn't match and I don't think the percentage match as well. Like if you have a smaller Mimic and lower level, let's say you have a 15 kg Mimic, its ability will be worse than this. I don't know why, but when I tested it was like that. But still though, its value has increased and it is a super useful pet. Let's move on to the next one in the D tier. The next one on the list is T-Rex. T-Rex's value is around 4 over 5 Mimic to 3 over 5 Mimic. Also, by the way, T-Rex is very useful in this event too. If you check out what the T-Rex does, it just spreads mutations to a lot of plants. You can use it on this event to spread the Halloween mutations, which is super useful for the Jack-o'-lantern event. And yeah, T-Rex is really good at the mutation events. Once again, its value is 3 over 5 Mimic to 4 over 5 Mimic. Definitely Mimic is worth more though. Then I will put the Tiger. I don't know why people like this pet, but its value is around 3 over 5 Mimic. Like if we check what a Tiger does, it gives some XP to the pets, which is the useful ability, and then it has this ability. It replaces 3 random mutation from your garden with 3 random mutation, which I don't know why people are glazing Tiger for this. I think this ability is so useless. Like people are saying you can get the admin mutations from Tiger, but why does that matter? Like even if you get admin mutations, it doesn't help you with anything. Like are you gonna make a plant that's worth 6 trillion? Probably not, so I think Tiger is still useless. Other than this XP ability though. Again, it gives okay XP. Then it comes really difficult. I actually wanna put the Queen Bee here. I think Queen Bee is worth like half a Mimic and 3 over 5 Mimic. There is some demand to the Queen Bee, but it's definitely worth like half a Mimic. Then we got the Phoenix, I believe. Phoenix's value was like a Mimic, but now it's half a Mimic. Because Phoenix is really good with the pet mutation machine. Like it gives levels to the pets taken from the pet mutation machine. But with the introduction of Headless Horseman, nobody is using pet mutation machine anymore. And rightfully so, pet mutation machine is trash. And therefore Phoenix's value has dropped a lot. It's around half a Mimic now. Then we have the Lobster. I think Lobster is worth like half a Mimic too. Actually though, let me put these. I wanna put the Bald Eagle here, and the Seal here, and the Koi here too. These 3 pets are amazing. Bald Eagle is the best pet to speed up egg hatching process. Seal and Koi gives you more eggs. These 3 pets are amazing. And they are worth like half a Mimic now. But you can get insane deals with them. Like if you have good size of these, you can get 1 Mimic easily. Maybe you can get 1 good size Mimic. They are definitely the half a Mimic worth now. And if anyone is offering less, do not accept it. Honestly though, after Queen Bee, it's so hard to rank these. But I really think this is correct way. Now let's move on to the E tier. At the top of the E tier, I wanna put the Corrupted Kitsune. Corrupted Kitsune is worth like half a Mimic too. But it's kinda a little bit lower than that. Like maybe 2 over 5 Mimic. Like the demand for Corrupted Kitsune isn't there. I am trading this pet as well by the way. And all I get is trash offers. Then I will put the Chinchilla. Chinchilla is worth like half a Mimic too. Which I think this is a cool pet and it can be useful in some update. We will see. Then I'm gonna put Dilophosaurus here. Dilophosaurus is worth like half a Mimic or third of a Mimic. Once again guys, this is 1.5 kg Dilophosaurus. This is not good size Dilophosaurus. I think if it is good size, you can definitely get a Mimic plus heads. But for 1.5 kg, I don't think it's worth a lot. Then we have the French Fry Ferret. Once again, this is 1.5 kg. French Fry Ferret's value is around 1/3 of a Mimic. Again, this is 1.5 kg. And then we have the Dragonfly. And Dragonfly is worth 1/3 of a Mimic too. And actually I'm gonna put Swan and Barnaul here. I think Barnaul and Swan are worth like half a Mimic or 1/3 of a Mimic. Maybe I should put them here. Because if it's 1.5 kg, they are worth more than these. But again, good size Dilophosaurus and French fry ferret worth a lot. Then I will put the Luminous Sprite. I think Luminous Sprite is worth same as Dragonfly, which is 1/3 of a mimic. And then I will put Pachycephalosaurus here. I think Pachycephalosaurus worth like 1/3 of a mimic now. Because we are not getting a crafting update. If we get a crafting update, Pachycephalosaurus will be here. It will work like a mimic. But we are not getting a crafting update, so Pachycephalosaurus is 1/3 of a mimic now. And then I will put the Wisp here. Wisp is like 1/3 of the mimic too. It is a really good XP giving pet, but there are better pets like the Capybara. And then I think we are at OK tier now. At top of the OK tier, I'm gonna put the Cockatrice and the Golden Goose here. They are worth like 1/3 of the mimic too, but their demand is so low. And actually I'm gonna put Red Panda here too. Red Panda is like 1/3 of the mimic too. And it's not that amazing. Then this becomes really hard. I think I'm gonna put the Fortune Squirrel here. Because this pet is kinda rare. I think maybe you can get a mimic with 2 Fortune Squirrels. But its demand is kinda very low. Then I think I'm gonna put the Blood Pets, Blood Owl, Blood Hedgehog, and the Blood Kiwi. I think these worth like 1/4 of the mimic. Maybe you can get a mimic with 4 of them, but their demand is low too. And then we have the Mizuchi. I think you can get a Dragonfly with Mizuchi if you are lucky. Everyone is getting this pet with the pass, and it's kinda common now. Then we have the Raiju, and then the Griffin, and then the Space Squirrel. I think you need at least 8 of them to get one mimic, so their value is really low. Maybe you can get one mimic with 4 of these, but you need to get lucky. I don't think people wanna pay that much. And we have the Red Fox here too. I think Red Fox is like here. Or actually I'm gonna put the Red Fox here. Red Fox is worth like 1/10 of a mimic, I believe. Because you need like 3 Red Fox to get 1 Dragonfly, and then 3 Dragonfly to get 1 mimic. So these pets value are not that great. But they are definitely worth something. Just not 1 mimic. And then these pets. Let me put the Reaper first. I think Reaper is around here. Its ability is good, but it's so common. I got like 6 Reaper from just checking the shops. And many people got many Reapers too. So there is a lot of Reaper in the economy right now, and its value is really low. But I think if you keep some Reapers, their value will increase. Because it's kinda useful. Not amazing though. Then I'm gonna skip these two. I don't think these pets have any value. Like maybe they are here, but I don't think they have any value. And let's rank the new pets now. Let's start with Goblin. Goblin is like here, or maybe even here. It's not worth anything. And if you are trading this pet, you won't get any good offers, I believe. Then we have the Dark Spriggan. I think Dark Spriggan is like here right now, but it will drop to like here too. It's a cool mutation giving pet, but nothing amazing. And then we got the Hex Serpent. Hex Serpent's value is around a butterfly to mimic, but it will drop. I'm gonna put it right here right now. But don't overpay for this pet. If you have this, you should trade it right now. It will be like here, I think. But right now, in Sunday, it is here. I can't lie to you guys. It is around a butterfly to mimic. But it's really easy to get. I got 2 of them right now. And yeah, here is the final tier list. Again, this tier list is for Halloween Part 2 update. I think we will have some changes in the week. Anyways, that's all. Comment down below if you don't agree with me or agree with me. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing and liking the video. Thanks for watching. See ya.